katılmak isteyen arkadaşlarımız, daha sonra dinlemek isteyen arkadaşlarımız dinleyebilirler. Kaydediyorsunuz, okey. Hala hazırda yine slaytlar görünüyor değil mi arkadaşlar?
Hayır hocam, şu an sadece siz varsınız ekranda.
Beklemede diye gördüğüm arkadaşlar var. Bunlar dışarıda bekleyenler mi? Ben oysa ayarlarımı değiştirmiştim. Herkesin girebilmesi için yapmıştım. Bir daha toplantı seçeneklerine bir bakayım. Lobide beklemeyecek kişiler kimler? Herkes. 2 kişi beklemede görünüyor. Onları nasıl içeriye alabiliyoruz ya da
Hocam
ben mi
2 tane yayın varmış. Bir arkadaşım bunlardan birisi. 2 tane yayın varmış. O bir yayındaymış şu an.
Tamam. O zaman şöyle yapalım mı arkadaşlar? Bu yeni yayın, planlanan yayına geçelim. İsterseniz bunu kapatalım. Bunu iptal edelim. Diğer yayında olalım. Ya da
Anladım.
öbürünü kapatayım. Siz zaten çoğunluk buradasınız. Ben öbürünü kapatıp geliyorum. Toplantıyı, şu anki toplantı, yeni kanal toplantısı. Hay Allah. Nasıl? Şu anki toplantı. Bir de öbür tarafa gidiyorum şu an. Arkadaşlar merhabalar. 2 ayrı yerde yayın başlatmışım yanılmıyorsam. Alo. Herkes duyabiliyor mu beni arkadaşlar? Şimdi kim duyuyor bilmiyorum. 2 ayrı yerde birden yayına başlamışım galiba. Şöyle yapabilir miyiz? Yayını kapatıyorum şu an. Her 2 yayını da kapatıyorum. Yeniden açıyorum. Lütfen tekrar girmeye çalışınız. Kusura bakmayın kargaşa için.
Yok hocam, estağfurullah, tamamdır. Teşekkür ederim.
Ayrılıyorum buradan.
Hı hı.
Pardon. 2 ayrı toplantı planlandı. Bir kargaşa oldu ve diğer arkadaşlarım da sürekli diğer tarafa gittiği için bir türlü yok olmuyor o toplantılar. İsterseniz şöyle yapalım. Kendi aranızda haberleşebilme şansınız var mı yok mu bilmiyorum ama bu toplantı, şu anki mevcut olan toplantıyı götürelim ve bunun üzerinden yapalım işi. Göremiyorum ki diğer 7 kişi daha var. Burada kalabalığız. Anladığım kadarıyla diğer arkadaşlar da buraya geldiler. Umuyorum. Eğer olmazsa da zaten konuştuklarımızı kaydettiğimiz için, şu an kayıtta çünkü, zaten konuştuklarımızı kaydettiğimiz için de oradan da bakabilirler. Bugün özellikle bir ders işlenmeyeceği için, sadece bir tanıtım yapacağım için çok ciddi bir kaybınız zaten olmayacak. I would like to welcome all of you. I will be, let me share Microsoft microprocessors. Probably now you are seeing the PowerPoint slides. I'm hoping that you are seeing it. If it is not, could you please inform me that you are not seeing the slides or confirm that you are seeing it?
Yes.
Yes, you are seeing it, okay. This semester I will be lecturing microprocessors course, and it is something related to software and hardware part of computer engineering department. And To be honest, some people find it interesting and some people find it boring. And I don't want to say that it is boring, but knowing your background, you are mostly interested in writing software and you are keen on learning new stuff with programming. The microprocessors course is mostly the beginning of the chapters is mostly related to hardware, and that's why people don't like it. But to be honest, if you learn what register is and if you know how the memory is organized, you will be a better programmer, even though you will not be using, you may be using assembly language in the future, and we will be giving assembly language, we will be teaching you the assembly language as well. So you may write better and faster running programs. I really like microprocessors, but I'm hoping that you will enjoy as much as I enjoy. The first thing I want to say is I will be using the book, The 8086 Microprocessor Architecture Software and Interfacing Techniques. The authors are Walter Triebel and Altar Singh. And to be honest, this book is quite old. It was from my MSc days, and how can I say, you may not find it in the bookstores. And when I checked for the students, when I checked whether I can supply you with the PDFs, I even couldn't find the version of the book that I'm using. But any microprocessor book which is, teaching 8086 microprocessor will be fine. Besides that, I will be supplying all my materials, the slides, and the slides will be enough if you ask me. But if you want to keep, if you are one of the students that you want to learn deeper than what I'm giving you, then you should be obtaining a 8086 microprocessor book by yourself. And as I told you, any good written book will be okay for you. When I say any good written means whichever book you understand better is a good book. I mean, a good book for me may not be a good book for you. So if you understand the author, I mean, it's English. Sometimes they are using more complicated sentences, and this makes learning difficult. That's why I'm saying that whichever book is easier for you easier to understand will be better suited for you. What we will do during the semester, first of all, in the first couple of weeks, I will be talking about the general architecture of a microcomputer system. As I told you, I will be teaching you the microprocessor 8086, and because even though it is quite old, it is from 70s. I'm teaching, actually, the universities are teaching 8086 microprocessor because it is the ancestors of all the computers now we are using. When I say all the computers, of course, these computers are based on Intel computers, of course, Intel microprocessors. If you are using like Mac or Motorola, other stuff, in this case, this microprocessor will not be the ancestors of those computers. As I told you, in a couple of weeks, in the first couple of weeks, I will be introducing why 8086 microprocessor is important, and most importantly, the pin configuration, not the pin configuration itself, the pins of microprocessor. There are 40 pins, and I will be teaching you. I will be talking a lot about them. It may take maybe 1 week, maybe 2 weeks. I don't know, because I have never lectured this in online. I mean, during the face-to-face teaching system, it was taking a couple of weeks. Then I will show you the system modes, because in a motherboard there may be one microprocessor or more than one microprocessor. In this case, I will be talking about minimum and maximum system modes. Of course, some part of the pins are the control signals. What are the control signals of 8086 microprocessor? And if we understand the control signals, we will have a better understanding of programming in the meantime, because you will understand that in order to do the simplest action, it needs lots of waiting status. There has to be a lot of waiting to accomplish a task, and I will be showing you this with control signals. And then internal architecture of the 8086, and I will show you that a microprocessor has got two main parts. The first part is bus interface unit, which this unit is responsible from fetching data from outside world, like RAM, and execution unit. The execution unit processes the data brought by bus interface unit, and I will be giving you the general idea, and I will be giving you the all internal structure of 8086, maybe in the third week or in the second week. And of course, we will be spending a lot of time for the internal registers, because once you understand the internal registers of 8086, you will be programming your assembly language programs. You will be programming them better. Then, after introducing the 8086, introducing its hardware structure, we will dive into programming. But even though I say we will be diving into programming, actually we will not be programming. We will spend a lot of time to understand what the addressing modes means, because there are various types of addressing modes for 8086 microprocessor for programming, and without knowing addressing modes, you will not be able to understand and write assembly codes. So this part is as important as the first part, which is the internal structure of 8086. Yes, it says software model of the 8086. It means that we will, in that part, I will be showing you how the memory is organized, where the stack is and where the extra segment is. I will be introducing the segments. Then, in general, what assembly language is and what is machine language, I will be talking about those. Then, as I told you earlier, we will be talking about addressing modes. The addressing modes, there are many addressing modes depending on which register you are using. And the first one is register addressing mode, immediate addressing mode, direct addressing mode, and etc. We have got several of them. And as I told you, we will be spending a lot of time to understand what are the addressing modes. In the meantime, in the laboratory, Abbas Elmas will be teaching you the programming part of microprocessor, 8086 microprocessor. What I mean is, from in face-to-face education, we were spending about 7 weeks for the first part. I mean, up until here, all these subjects were taking not the instruction, but the addressing mocks, etc. It is taking about 7 weeks. Of course, face-to-face education and online education are quite different because with the online education, there is no interaction between the presenter and the students. Actually, I would like to have lots of interaction, but I don't know why. My previous experience proved me that you are shy. You are shy talking to talking to the instructor, etc. So the courses are finishing in a very short time. How can I say? If you remember when the pandemic first started, even though the courses were 3 hours, we were finishing it in 45 minutes because what they told us that in an online education, 15 minutes is equal to 1 hour of face-to-face education. That's why I'm not sure whether we will be finishing all of these subjects before the midterm exam, or there will be there may be lots of time left. Then I will be introducing you with some new subjects. I'm not sure, so we will be seeing this as the time passes. Anyway, in the usual times, the first part was the subjects of the midterm exam, and after the midterm exam, we start to microprocessor instruction set, and I will be introducing you all the instructions of the microprocessor. The thing is, I said that the laboratory, microprocessors laboratory course is related to this course, of course, and Abbas Elmas will be instructing you in the laboratory. The thing is, from the first week, you will start using microprocessor 886 microprocessor instruction set. So he will be lecturing you the basics of the instruction set, and you will be able, by this way, you will be able to write your own codes, and you will be able to understand assembly language, but as he will tell you, he will not show you the details. In the classroom, in the microprocessor course, I will be giving every single detail of the instructions. Therefore, even though you know what the instruction is, I will be introducing you with many new information, and the rest of the course, from the midterm exam to the final, I will be lecturing about the instruction set. The instruction set consists of many instructions. They are grouped into data transfer instructions like exchange, move, maybe push and pop. They can be called data transfer instructions, but you know, in different sources, push and pop is in different arrangement. Arithmetic instructions, I will be showing you how to add, how to multiply, how to divide the values, and logical instructions like AND, OR, XOR, etc. Shift instructions, shift left, shift right, how to manipulate bits in a data. We will be dealing with shift instructions, and similarly, I will be introducing you to rotate instructions. And when the time arrives, you will understand, you will see what I'm talking about. And also, there are other instructions in the instruction set. Flag control instructions, it can control whether we are allowing interrupt or how we will process the direction of how we will process strings. I will be showing you the compare instructions. It is very much like if instruction of C, and jump instructions, and subroutine handling instructions. Subroutine and subroutine handling instructions are to create subroutines, which is what you know is functions, as you know them as functions. Functions are called subroutine as well. And I will be mentioning about loop instructions to be able to write repeatable sections of the program. They are very much like do, while, and for loops. And finally, I will be mentioning about string instructions, and we will be finishing the course. So this is the outline of the course. As I told you, in the first part, before the midterm exam, we will be mostly dealing with the hardware part of it, the internal structure, and how the memory is organized, and what are the addressing modes. After that, focus on introducing you with the instruction set, and we will be spending at least 7 weeks for all of this stuff. And in the end, the outcome of the course will be, you will be familiar with the main characteristics of a microprocessor. At least you will understand what a microprocessor is and what it is capable of, and you will be able to write your own assembly language programs. And I think that's it. After that, I'm hoping that somehow in the future you will be implementing those knowledge into your software, and by this way you will have a better understanding of operating system, etc. As I told you, have I told you? I don't remember, but today I will be just introducing the course, so I will not be doing anything more. If you want to ask anything about the course, it is time to ask me now. I have finished today's introduction, and it has been, yes, with the first birinci organ students, it took 27 minutes, and with you, it is the same. Do you have any questions? Arkadaşlar orada mısınız?
Evet hocam.
Buradayız
Evet.
hocam.
Herhangi bir sorunuz var mı arkadaşlar? Kaydı durduruyorum bu arada.
Hı hı.
Kaydı